Making my way to St Beulan's church. This is a medieval church in Ynys Môn in Wales, and the churchyard is believed by the locals to be haunted. Now, I'm a sceptic, but I'm an open-minded sceptic. I was here last night making a nighttime video at the churchyard. I've been making a couple of these in the run-up to Halloween. I did the same last year as well. And I had an EMF device with me. And I wasn't expecting any kind of reaction on the meter. But I was surprised when it did actually register something. Now, like I said, I'm a bit of a skeptic when it comes to these things. But after last night, I can't deny that there was some kind of energy in the air here. Now I'll show you some of the footage from last night. Footage I'll show you kind of starts around here. And then I kind of made my way this way. Just picking a random grave, and I picked this one here on the right. And as I was trying to read the headstone, the EMF monitor, the light on it's kind of spiked up to the yellow light a couple of times. Then I continued around here. I don't know if something was following me by then, but I kind of made my way through here, just along these railings here, and it kind of flashed again, and yet again over there. And just when I was about to leave, it was really spiking again. Before coming here last night, I took off my smartwatch and I switched off my mobile phone in case they gave a reading on the meter. I'll just show you my phone's off now. As you can see, the light is green. That's the baseline on the monitor. So the phone has no effect on the monitor when it's switched off. Now the church is off the grid. However, there's a high voltage power line. You can see it there on the top left hand side of your picture. And that's maybe 60 feet from here, maybe more actually. So I'm not sure if that might have had an effect on the meter, but I don't think so, because the spikes were only happening very occasionally. If this power line was causing it, you'd expect the meter to be reacting constantly. What I plan on doing is I'm going to wait till it's dark. I'm going to come back here tonight to continue with the video, but this time I'm going to concentrate more on the EMF monitor. And if it does flicker again, especially if I'm reading a headstone at the time, I'm going to ask if there's anybody there, just to see if we can get a red light on the meter. I'll show you that footage from last night. Then we'll come back here and I'll walk up to this high voltage power line just to see how the meter reacts there. My anxiety has subsided. I'm not getting the feeling that I'm unwelcome here. When Williams died March 18th at the age of 68, also Ellen, his wife, I guess. 1860. kind of doing my second lap now. I haven't been looking at this contraption all the time, so I'll just walk around with this for a second, just in case the light changes on it. This is the third time I've used this gadget now, and apart from the time I put my phone too close to it, it hasn't, the light has always remained on green. I'm kind of an open-minded sceptic about these things anyway. Okay, that's another one in the can. I'll see you soon, guys. The light is going now, but I think it's because the camera was close to it. Let's see. Oh God, no. Oh, that's strange. Let's put the camera close again. No, still not changing. Oh God. Okay, we did get some kind of reaction there on it, which I can't explain. Let's hang about a little bit longer then. I don't think it was the torch, because the torch has been right next to it all the time. Okay. Maybe it was somebody saying goodbye to me. Let's have a look back. Okay, I'm by the high voltage power line now. It's a little bit concerning, because as you can see, there's no reaction on the meter. So it couldn't have been this that was affecting the meter last night. I'm holding it out at arm's length. Wow, look at all these sheep. That's a lot of sheep. Yeah, I'll make my way towards the church just to see if there's any reaction on the meter. There shouldn't be, because I've just been standing right underneath the line there. Show you the sheep as I go. Wow, they're all coming towards me. Look at that. Very brave sheep. Wow, that's kind of cool. Must be like, I don't know, 120 here, maybe more. They probably think I'm here to feed them. Okay, still nothing on the meter. Okay. Okay, we can definitely rule out the high voltage power line affecting the meter last night. So I'll look back at these sheep again. That's nuts. Very colourful sheep as well. Okay guys, I'm gonna waste some time somewhere now and I'll come back in maybe an hour and a half when it'll be pitch black, and we'll do a little bit of an investigation. Wish me luck. Okay, and we're back, just approaching the church now. Now, they say the place is haunted, but I've been unable to find any information about that. So I'm not sure if the haunting relates to somebody who's buried in the churchyard, or is it something much earlier? This church would have been an earlier church here, dating back to the Dark Ages. So it's very likely that there was a pagan site here before then, and it would have been used by the Druids. Now, according to the Romans, the Druids were involved in human sacrifice. Personally, I don't buy that, because there's no mention of the Druids performing human sacrifice in the Welsh oral tradition. So it may have been just black propaganda by the Romans. Okay, I'm gonna make my way to the grave where I first had a reaction on the EMF meter. So I'll switch the meter on once I get there. Oh, getting a bit nervous now. I'll approach it the same way as I did last night, around here. Okay, this is where we had the reaction on the meter initially. Okay, nothing so far. I'll read the headstone out. I read it out last night in English, so I'll read it in Welsh tonight. Cof am Owen Williams. Hwn a fu farw o 1839 yn 68 oed. Hefyd Ellen ei ferch. So actually Ellen was his daughter, not his wife. And it's very hard to read. The Ellen farw yn 18 mlwydd oed yn 1860. Ydy Owen Williams yma? Ydy Ellen Williams efo ni? Okay, nothing on the meter. Okay, let's see if last night was just the flash in the pan. go the same route as I did last night. The wind's picking up now. I don't want to make the same mistake as I did last night. I need to be keeping an eye on the meter. Solid green light so far. Okay, this was a spot where it flickered yesterday or last night. Okay, nothing. I think it flickered again when I was around here. Nothing. Sa rhywun yma hefo fi. There's actually a war grave just over here. Ar Lewis Royal Welsh Fusiliers died 26th of September 1915, aged 20. By the way, I did make a video here during the daytime a couple of months ago. I think I read this headstone out then, actually. We'll read it again. In living memory of Mary Jane Pritchard, wife of W.P. Williams, late Cleifiog Uchaf Valley, daughter of Richard and Ellen Williams Treban, died 12th of May 1925, aged 17 years. More railings here. Must be a couple of people buried in here. Okay, unless they've missed it, the light hasn't flickered at all tonight. Whew, thought I heard something then. There's a lot of people commenting on these nighttime videos that they don't know how I do it. Neither do I. I think it's a little bit easier because I'm concentrating on making a video at the same time. I think that makes it a little bit easier. Kind of takes your mind off it. See if we can read a headstone. It's quite hard to read some of them. Living memory of Catherine, the beloved wife of Jones. She died 1901, January 19th, aged 32 years. That one's hard to read. William Hughes. Can't even make the date out on this one. Try and read one of these. Okay, that down there. In memory of John, son of John and Catherine Edwards, Penrallt in this parish, the one who died February 14th, 1860, at 31 years old. Also William Roberts, who died February 13th, 1875, at the age of 51. Okay, I don't know what happened last night, but it's not happening tonight. I know it's probably very disappointing for you. I'll keep going a little bit longer just in case. You can tell I'm less nervous now because my voice has gone higher. Do you want to have a look inside the church? I won't go in, I'll just get a shot by the door. There you go. Going to take a moment just to thank Cheryl for sponsoring this video. Cheryl is also a channel member. If you'd like to sponsor the next nighttime video, please leave a donation of any amount by using the super thanks option. Okay, I guess it's possible it could have been the flashlight that affected the meter. Although I have tried holding the meter with the flash lamp at home and I'm not getting any reaction. Hope you enjoyed the amateur investigation anyway. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.